Mhm.
Hello, all. Hey, we are back on the Tony Clopton Show. Hey, this is Tuesday. Hey, I got a new StreamYard. Hey, I've been forced to get the upgraded version. I'm not going to tell you who made me do it, but I'm glad. So let's talk a little bit about team building and networking business. So look, let me introduce myself. I'm Tony Clopton. I'll be hosting today. This is my second day. Yesterday, we talked a little bit about cost and value. Do you have a problem with how much a business costs? How to overcome cost and what it's going to do? How you're going to build? Anyway, let's go ahead and let me introduce my panel, my co-hostesses. Let's start. Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Let's start at the bottom. Pandi, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody. I am Pandi of Making Money Moves with Pandi channel, as well as Pandi's Hair Candy and more. Happy to be here tonight. Welcome, everybody.
Awesome. Melissa.
Hey, I am Melissa King. Still trying to figure out what's going on with my phone, but I'm glad to be here too tonight. My phone is the devil that got in my phone. Don't want to do right, but just ignore me till I figure it out.
Awesome. Awesome. Gio.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gio, and I am a business owner, and I am partners with Melissa and Tony. Welcome to the stream.
Awesome, awesome. So we losing people like left and right. So it may be my phone. Like I say, the storming outside. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. So
Well, it's because we're trying to do the destination thing. We'll be
okay. Okay. See, I hadn't got to that level yet, so I'm just gonna keep it basic, and we're gonna
right.
kind of roll through this thing. Don't want to keep you guys long, but we want to talk a little bit about how to build a business and how to build a team because we think that's so very important. I think nobody needs to try to learn and understand everything by themselves. I think that we all have something that we can bring to the table. And I think that me, myself, I've teamed up with Gio and Pandi and Melissa. We all learning from each other. So I just want to just touch bases a little bit about how you can utilize the team concept and how you can build a business relationship. So Gio, could you, since you're the only one on right now, could you kind of give us some information on how you've been able to develop and build your teams with your businesses?
Sure. Let me just get out of this. Okay, how you do it is you have to have a clear understanding of what a team is. Okay, a team is a group of people that is on the same mindset, and want the same thing. Okay, and when you have a team like that, they can go out and ask their people and tell their people, I'm sorry, about the company's product or services. Okay. And what happens is once they tell their people, then the people that they told and maybe a couple of them got in, then they're going to duplicate the same thing so that you will not be alone. That's how
Absolutely.
you do it. That's how I did it.
That's great. Hey, Melissa, I like, thank you, Gio. So, hey, Melissa, let's talk a little bit about how most people, when they start a business, they wanna talk to their friends and family, right? So, can you give us some of the give us something that you've encountered with introducing your business to your friends and family?
Okay. Especially when my econ was my first business. My first introduction to network marketing, anything. So prior to that, I never did anything with sales or, suggested sales or anything like that. So when I first got started, because I'm sorry, y'all, my phone's still acting because when I first got started, I was so excited about it that I was willing to do it, even though that was out of my comfort zone. I just knew that people who, because usually the people you hang with, y'all are in similar financial situations and stuff. And, you know, when it hit home for me, I'm just like, oh, this person's gonna love it, this person gonna love it, you know, this person, blah, blah, blah. So in my mind, I'm finna be Captain Save everybody because I done found out the good news and I'm finna share it. And so I got mixed responses. You know, the first response is, and I'm guilty of this with depending on what it is. Also, people want to support you because you found something that you're excited about and they want to, you know, be there for you. Well, that's fine if you're selling a product like, you know, popcorn or something that they can get something out of, whether they're fully engrossed in it or not. But when it's a product that you have to kind of understand the value of it and they're just doing it for that reason, a lot of times they don't get a lot out of it. So it's like I had a thing where people would join just because, you know, we were doing the, you know, maybe it was $9.95 or something like that. And they were trying to support me, which I appreciate. But at the same time, what I really would have appreciated is if they understood what they had, because then they would have stayed longer. The other reaction is the one where people are just like, I'm fooling with it. I don't want to talk about it. Because maybe they know, like in my case, this was a financial success company. My financial success wasn't always success. So they looking at me like, what you gonna tell me? And I know your history. So, you know, I ran into that too. So it can be a little bit discouraging at first, but what I had to learn was sometimes it just might not be time for that person to hear what you gotta say. And then sometimes they might have to do like I did you and just stalk you for a while and see what your results are and then come back and readdress it. So that's my and you know, I had a few people that came and do I have anybody that came and stayed? Yeah, I have some people that came and stayed the whole time. So, you know, it's gonna be a mixed bag, but you just kind of have to kind of mentally prepare yourself that everybody's not gonna receive it the way you receive it.
I got you. Good answer. Good. Thank you, Melissa, for that. So, Pandi, I'm glad you're back. So, Pandi, the question that I'm asking, how do you feel about building a business with other people, like building a team, opposed to doing some individual work by yourself? What do you feel is beneficial for building a team in whether it's product based or service based? How do you feel about building a team, and what are your what type of success have you had with that?
Sorry about that. Okay, so my apologies. Technical issues. So, with regards to building a team, especially with network marketing or affiliate marketing, it's very important. You definitely have to be a team player because it's not like you're going to just start your business and, you know, people are going to just come. You have to be a motivator. You have to be able to pour into others and get them going with their business because when they win, you all win. That's the way network marketing works. And I know some people like to call it a pyramid, but it's really not, depending on what type of business. And the businesses that we're affiliated with is definitely no pyramid. But you definitely want to build a team. That's where you all are going to see the most money coming back in. It's very important.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's
good.
been my experience.
That's great. So as we all know, when you break down what team really means, it's pretty much saying together everybody achieves more. I do believe that, you know, especially in some communities, we have to think about it. There is strength in numbers, right?
Right.
So if you collectively come together, everybody can win. So I know I'm not very strong at the analytics as far as doing the social marketing and stuff like that. I'm passionate about speaking to people, especially when I get results. I know Pandy's good at the tech side of doing the videos, and Geo is great with building businesses, and we're all connecting. We all have something valuable to bring to the marketplace, and that's what I like about building a team. So Geo, I know you probably got a lot more experience with building a team. What do you think some of the things that somebody's starting off to overcome some of the pitfalls? I know there are a lot of pitfalls, especially when you can't get your friends and family to join, because those would be the first people we go to. What do you have? What do you have for us to kind of like stay in the fight? Don't give up. What do you got for us, Gio?
Well, okay, first of all, you have to make sure that whatever it is that you're joining has a good sponsor that you can contact. Okay, whether it be email, text, on the phone, or something like that. All right, and that person is to help you build a team. They are not there to build it for you, but they are there to help you build a team. And if you're very new to network marketing, that person will give you, okay, first of all, I just can only speak on about what I do, okay, as a sponsor. The first thing I'm going to ask you, do you have any advertising experience? What kind of advertising experience do you have? What is it that you want to get from this business? How much money do you want to make? Okay, once I have all of those answers, if they say I've never done anything with advertising or anything like that, the next thing I say, we have training videos inside of CTFO. Okay, you need to look at this training video, and this training video. After you have looked at that video, then you call me back, write all your questions down, and let's talk about it. Then after we have went through that, the next thing I tell them is that I have my own training for you. I'm going to train you how to send solo ads, which reaches millions of people on the internet. And that is, you have to have something as a sponsor to keep your people, to put something into the team, okay, so that you won't lose them. Mm-hmm. All right. So you have to be a great sponsor yourself in order for your team to duplicate what you do. Okay. Because all I tell my people is, child, y'all don't have to think, just do what I do. Okay. If you do what I do, you're going to get some people. All right. Now, the other thing is you got to have patience. Network marketing takes patience. You cannot expect to get in network marketing and get 100 people. Most people think that you have to get in network marketing and have 100 folks, but you don't. What I have learned over my many years of experience in network marketing is you only need 5 good people. 5. That's it. You can have 100 folks on your team, and I guarantee you 5 gonna do the job for you. Okay, so when I look at joining something, the first thing I do is go to the compensation plan. And then I look to see how many people I need to do this, and this, and this. And if I need 10, then I can make this much money. But right now, my goal is to just get 5. So that's what I'm going to advertise for. That's what I'm going to come on YouTube and talk about. I'm trying to get that 5. Okay? Once I got my 5, I'm going to train them to do the same thing. And then that go your second level, because you training your first level, the first 5, to get 5 like you did, the same way you got them. And then after they get their 5, here go your third level, and so on and so on. And by the time you look up, you got a team. Everybody doing the same thing. Duplication is what it takes. But at the top, you got to be the very best sponsor or leader that you can be in order to get that team going. Now, because if you sit back and say, y'all don't have to do nothing for 2 or 3 weeks, that's what they gonna do. But if you're doing it every day, I said, this is what you need to do. Bam, 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 bam. They should follow that. Okay. And that's how I build my team. Back to you, Tony.
That's awesome. So y'all see why when you build a team, you're gonna have people that may have a lot more experience that can bring that to the team, bring that to the table, and everybody grow together. So let's switch gears just a little bit. So Melissa, I'm gonna ask you a question. So let's talk a little bit about how important it is when you're building a team to ask people what they want out of a business. So I think Gio has said some actually great key points about that. What do you do when you find out somebody's interested in what you have to offer? So I think that that's important to ask them what they're looking for. You know, like what do they have credit issues? Do they have a certain amount of money that they want to make? So give me some insight on that. When somebody say they're interested, how do you proceed from there?
Okay. The best, from what I've learned over the years, the best key to doing it is listening. You gotta listen. And when people, because like a lot of times, people may not even know you have a business. They might just be having casual conversation with you and talking about what they have going on in their life, as far as like, oh, I wish I could get this, but my credit is this, and the interest is going to be high. Or they might be telling you about how they always want to start a business, they don't know how to get started. There's always times when you can be listening in the conversation, and you got to kind of put your radar on for like, okay, I'm gonna talk to them about the credit repair. I'm gonna talk to this one about how to get started. Or for people that are telling me, man, taxes are eating up my check. Income shifting, updating your W-4. So the biggest component for me has been being able to listen. And then my other thing is, I try not to cram anything down anybody's throat. Because some people, and I know for me personally, when people are introducing something to me, if I feel like you're too aggressive with me, I didn't even hear what you're saying. I didn't back off because, like, okay, hold on now, you doing too much. So I try to listen. I also try to be I try to be helpful but not intrusive. So like I may give an example of, and people, I think you say this all the time too, Tony, your testimony is usually what draws people in. So I got a testimony about bad credit. I got a testimony about people taking too much money out of my tax, too many taxes out of my check. I got a testimony about pretty much everything that we offer. So when I'm able to keep it 100 and tell my situation, and I live by the philosophy, I don't like to tell stories where I come out looking bad unless there's a lesson in it for somebody. So a lot of times when you're open with people about things like that, they'll be more apt to hear what you have to say. But yeah, I totally agree. You got to fill out your audience. Because like if I'm dealing with a group of, let's say I have a lot of friends that are retired already. They may not be interested in the credit repair or things like that because they've done everything and now they're at a point where they're looking at investing. So it really wouldn't make any sense for me to talk to them about credit repair or updating your W-4 when I know the investment portion of it is going to be what's going to get their attention. So, just listening and responding and having thick skin.
Absolutely. This is great. So, hey, since I'm new with this comment thing, I see some people in the comment section. I'm new to the new StreamYard. So if anybody out there, I see a few, just Teresa. Do you see some people down there, Pandi, that you might want to say hey to? Because I'm not really good at all of this. I got one trick pony.
Yes, no problem, Tony. Welcome in, everybody. It's from the stream share. So I see people in both my chat and Gio's chat, probably okay. Melissa's chat. So welcome in, everybody. And thank you guys so much for joining us. Feel free to add questions. We'll try to address them once we get towards the end here. And this is going to be a very quick live talking about home-based business.
Absolutely. So, hey, Pandi, while I got you going, let me ask you one question. How do you handle skeptics? Because I'm telling you, being in this business, you're going to hear the scammers. You're going to hear somebody going to jail. You're going to hear somebody, that little thing don't work. So how do you address, I know how I do it, but how do you address people that come at you sideways telling you that you just wasting your time and all of that stuff? So what you got for the people out there?
Oh my goodness. So I do it in a comedic fashion, to be honest with you. I handle people on a case by case basis because you can't really do this in a cookie cutter formation, right? Formation. It's like depending on kind of like what Melissa said, pretty much everything you could think of. I have either been through it, I'm dealing with it now, or I done overcame it. So I give my testimony. I relate it to some form of the business because with my econ, it's practical. It's very likely that you've probably had issues with your credit at one point in time or another. If you don't right now, you probably would love to be able to adjust your W-2s or your W-4 so that you can bring home more money. Most people are looking for ways to, be able to improve their credit and keep it going, or how to start investing. And most people love to travel. So it's case by case. And when they come sideways, like you said, I give them a straight answer. Like, really? Like, let's talk about that. And, I just try to rationalize it and have a sensible conversation, and to the point where, we can kind of see eye to eye that what you're saying is kind of facetious. And like I said the other day, if for some reason they're just persistent and they insist on thinking that, it's this or that, I peep game right there is they're not the right person to be on my team anyway. And I bid them a farewell and tell them be blessed.
That's good. Come on, Gio. I know you got something. I know you want to go on. I know you want to cut somebody. Go on, cut somebody. What you got for that?
I don't want to cut nobody, but when people say, is it a scam? I'm like, okay, I've been in this business since 2016. That's what I start out with, okay? We get paid every Wednesday, and because I sit here and done the work, I get paid. So I just have to tell you that this is not a scam. But if you want more information to make sure that it's not a scam, this is where you go. Now, let me just tell you, you can sign up for free. Okay, they don't even want your credit card. They don't want nothing. Just sign up and then you look at the stuff for yourself. Not only that, once you sign up, I can put you in our testimony Facebook group. And then you can see for yourself. You make the decision for yourself, because it's just like this. This what Pandi said. If people is going to come in and think that the business is not legit, then they're not going to do nothing. They're not. They're not going to do anything that you said or whatever, because first of all, it's in the back of their mind. It's a scam. Okay? And I can understand why people think that, because the last decade on the internet, it's been a lot of scams. There are a lot of scams, period, out there. Okay. And not on just all types of scams, relationship scams, or network marketing scams, UPS scams, United States Post Office scam. And that's how come people crazy, like, scam, scam, scam. That's all they think about. But I'm telling you, these businesses that we have today, CTFO, which stands for changing the future outcome. Now, y'all know I've been talking about this since 2019. Y'all know I've been telling y'all I get paid. Okay, y'all know I've been saying it's free to join. I ain't asking you for nothing. All I'm asking you to do is check it out. Okay, not only CTFO, but my econ. It is not a scam. It is a financial company that want to help you manage your money. They're not asking you to send them no whole bunch of money. Do your research. Don't miss out on no opportunities, because you didn't hear, girl, you didn't went and shared it with somebody. Girl, that's a scam. Don't go for it. Look, do for yourself. Don't miss out on no opportunity. So for me, when people come to me like that, I just say, here is free. Go over there, look at it. If you like it, come back to me. I will put you in our Facebook group, and I'm done with it. And this is my favorite word. Next. I'm done.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. That's it. Next, I've heard that. I've heard that quite a bit in this business. You really do have to have tough skin. I always like to address when people say, "Is this some type of pyramid scheme?" And I said, "Somewhat like a job." And most people that I know have a job. Somebody's over you. Somebody was over them. Then somebody asked me, "Are you gonna go to jail?" Then I thought hitting them with the publications. The IRS publications is information there for you to read it for yourself. Yeah, people don't like to read it. People don't like to read it. And then I have to ask this question right here is that if there are other business owners out there doing business and they're buying and selling products online, why can't you do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's the question you got to ask yourself. You can work for the rest of your life and be on, like on a time constraints, but we're all about freedom. We're building a team to have freedom and having the money and the lifestyle we want to live. So look, we're approaching that time. I want to give everybody an opportunity to give some closing remarks, and I'll do so at the end. So Pandi, go.
All right. So like Tony said, there are IRS publications out there. And like someone down in the chat, I believe it was Marie said, do your research. Always do your due diligence, whether it's me, Tony, Melissa, Gio presenting an opportunity to you. Take the time out to hear what we're saying to you. We're trying to offer you an opportunity to improve your lifestyle by becoming a home-based business owner so that you can take advantage of valuable tax deductions, turn some things around with regards to your income, your credit, and start building generational wealth. Don't just take our word for it. Take you some notes and then go do your research, do your due diligence, and then come back and holler at us. Because I promise you, I am a no-nonsense type of person. I don't have time to be playing no games or fooling with something that's going to have me locked up. I enjoy my freedom, okay? I enjoy moving around and going in and out my refrigerator when I feel like it, not when the guard tell me it's time to go for supper. So it's just unreal. Do your due diligence. Take a serious look at these opportunities and these tips that we're sharing, because there's so many people out here making money and taking advantage of all of these perks by being home-based business owners. Why shouldn't we?
Awesome.
Back to you.
Thank you, Pandi. Melissa, go ahead. What you got?
Okay, I would just say, what the biggest thing when you were talking about pyramids, people are so afraid that you are trying to get rich off of them. You know what? The best part to me of the team is the fact that everybody has the same. One of the things I enjoyed most about when I started with my 8 years ago, when everybody got together for our conferences and everything, we were all on the same mindset. It wasn't about trying to get over. Everybody was positive. Everybody wanted to see everybody grow. So I think the most important thing about a team is when you're on a team like this one, where everybody wants to see everybody succeed, it takes all of that other crap out. So I appreciate that part. But people are so quick to think, well, they just want me to do this so they can get rich. Do I look rich? Yeah. I am not rich. I've been doing this for 8 years, and I do it because number one, financial benefits, and number two, I like to see other people succeed. So being a part of a team is a good thing if it's a positive experience. And so just keep that in mind when you hear us talking. We're not trying to turn your pockets inside out. We found something that worked for us, and we're willing to share with you.
Awesome. Thank you, MK. Let's go, Gio. What you got? What you got for us?
Okay, well, just check it out, y'all. We are the baddest team in network marketing. You got Tony Compton, you got myself, You got Pandy's Hair Candy and more, and then none other than Melissa King, my econ show. What more do you want? We come here every other week. We talk about it. We are a team. We are on the we all are in the same business. CTFO and my econ. This is our team, and we're asking you to come and join us and be on the team. Because see, if you do, we're gonna come to your channel and do the same thing. Okay, we're gonna help you get your team started. So back to you, Tony.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, y'all see this? This is the all-star cast right here. We're starting something phenomenal. I'm just honored and blessed to be a part of this team. So in my closing, I want to share this with y'all in my closing remarks. We building relationships with like-minded people. We're holding each other accountable, right? We're on a leverage pay system, whether you with CTFO or with my econ. You're building people up to a level where they can be comfortable to have the freedom that they want to have to pass on generational wealth. This is what we do. The founders of our company, we know who they are. We're talking about my econ when we're talking about A+ with the Better Bureau. You don't have to check us out. We need to check you out, like John Pettifer would say. You ain't got to check us out. We already been in the game for a minute. We know what we do. We know we got something powerful. And it's a blessing business. So, man, we're just honored to be in position to be that blessing. And so, hey, man, this is my time. This is our time for tonight. So we'll be on next week with
week after
Gio,
next, Pandy.
Pandi.
Week after next. Well, since there's Tony, but week after next on the let's see, the 22nd, right, Pandy? It would be we will all be over on Pandy's channel doing the same thing, offering people a way to make a second income from legitimate companies. Check it out for yourself. I dropped the links down in the chat at Boss Life Online. All the people that's over there, feel free to check out those links, okay?
Awesome. So we want to thank you guys for coming on, and we're signing off.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.